Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor of New Tabor Brethren Church, and this is Bible Boost. Thanks for joining with us today. Today's subject is, My Yoke is Easy. Now listen to what Jesus says in Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. He says, Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened. Who isn't, right? And I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Now listen to that. He's saying if it's coming from me, it's going to be easy. Salvation isn't hard. It's easy. All you have to do is accept and receive. So he says, I'm easy. And also, my burden is light. God's not the source of your stress and your pressure. Even if it comes from being in church sometimes, it's not God. I was told by a good minister friend a long time ago, he says, listen, Dave, if you're feeling stress in the church from being a pastor or being in a full-time ministry, he said, if you're feeling pressure, it's not from God. God's not doing that. That's people doing that. So I look to the one who is easy and light, and that is my Lord and Savior. So let's talk about your stresses that you've had during churches. God has never engineered not one of those bad experiences. Never, ever has God been the source of that. So why in the world do we take away from God and stop attending His house? God is easy and He is light. It is the enemy that discourages you from coming to God's house by using people against you. And the enemy doesn't care about you per se. What he cares about is why you were created. He's after your purpose. This is how the enemy destroys us. Yeah, he steals and kills, but this is how he destroys. To keep you from God's people, to keep you from God's house in His presence, and also to destroy your purpose in life. I've had bad experiences at gas stations. I've had bad experiences at grocery stores and restaurants. But you know what? I've not stopped going to these places. I've even had bad experiences in hospitals. But if I need help, guess where I'm going? If I'm hungry, if I need gas, guess where I'm going? That's where I'm going. So what is your condition that will keep you out of God's house? Think about that. What is the condition that will keep you out of God's house? Child of God, listen very carefully to me. If you have one, I promise that will happen. If you have a condition that will keep you away from God, Satan will make sure that condition is fulfilled. Someone in God's house, someone in this community needs your unique quality. And they don't experience that when you're home. They don't experience that when you are somewhere else instead of being in God's house. You, my friend, have a ministry. I don't care, I can't speak, I can't sing, I can't. You have a ministry. And people need your ministry. Your purpose should be non-negotiable. So I want to encourage you, understand that the problems, the stresses you feel, they're not from God. So don't punish God and don't punish your eternity by staying out of God's house. As a politician, John Kennedy said this. He said, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. You know what? Stop asking what your church can do for you. But go into your congregation and ask what you can do for the kingdom of heaven, for God's kingdom. Come back. Come on. Come on. It's safe. Come back where you belong. God bless you. We'll see you next time on Bible Boost.